Shalom. Alright, I'm going to come with a little lesson real quick. I'm going to talk about it. Yesterday was the Sabbath day. I still was getting this lesson together. Got some different things going on. Got an uncle that passed in the family, Uncle Leon. So y'all play for the Washington family if y'all would. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had cancer and been battling with it for a while, so y'all keep the Washington family in your prayers. So I'm gonna talk a little bit today about Haggai. Okay, matter of fact, Haggai chapter 2, and then this is dealing with them building the temple. You know, a lot of people, lately I've been wondering why church attendance down. It seems like this world's getting more wickeder. The foundations are not built right. You know what I'm saying? When they built the temple, they put great craftsmanship into the temple. I ain't talking about just a physical building. You know what I'm saying? The people had a love to and a passion, and they were good at their crafts, and they brought something to the building. Nowadays, people not bringing nothing to the building. You know what I'm saying? They just, some go because they just used to going. Some go just because they know it's the right thing to do to a degree, but they're not really feeling it. And it's various other reasons, but they're not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just go to pass the time. You know what I'm saying? People not coming in the right way. And this is why a lot of churches are suffering, and a lot of people, it starts from, from the top down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the pastor not inspiring the people. There's various reasons why people get discouraged instead of encouraged here. And I'm going to touch briefly on the beginning of this passage when they were speaking. And this was back after the temple was destroyed, and this was the rebuilding of the temple, and they're rebuilding the temple, and this was some time later. So, but people still was living that were a part of the temple before, and they seen it in its glory. So, but I'm gonna touch this real quick, and then I'm gonna touch on the Most High, because He gonna shake things up, because a lot of these churches not telling you the truth, and it's not going down. We're gonna dispel some myths today, and we're gonna shake religion up today, just like He gonna shake up the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Truth is coming out, and people still want to be branded with religion. But you're gonna see for yourself today that the Most High is calling a people, and a lot of them ain't in these institutions that we call them churches today, and they don't meet who He's called. And you can see it for yourself, and I'm going to try to get straight to it. So, this is Haggai 2 and 3. It says, "Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? And how do ye see it now? Is it not in your eyes in comparisons as of it as nothing?" Like I say, it was already destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The first temple was destroyed. And to kind of get an understanding, we're going to go to another chapter. We're going to go to Ezra, because it's talking about this very thing in the book of Ezra. It's talking about this very thing, this very time. You just got to piece it together, you know what I'm saying? Ezra chapter 3, I think it's verse 11. Because they talking about this, they going into the altar and the sacrifices, of it, but we're going to drop down. See, the temple restoration has begun. Okay. Same as in Haggai. So, this is what they said. The priest was in their apparel, as you see. They started to lay the foundations of the temple. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10. Verse 11. and they sang together by chorus in praising and giving thanks unto Yahweh. Or some of y'all know as Yahuwah. Or some of y'all know him as Yahweh. Or Adonai in Hebrew. Okay, it says Lord there in English. It says, however you know. We're just gonna cut it down, just say Yah. You know what I'm saying? Because he is good. For his mercy endured forever toward Israel. Toward who? Israel. And all the people shouted with a great shout when they praised the Adonai, because the foundation of the house of the Adonai was laid. This is how they felt. And we're gonna go into 12. But many of the priests and Levites and the chief of the fathers, who were ancient men, meaning the old men, that have seen the first house, when the foundation of the first house was laid before, their eyes wept with a loud voice, and many shouted aloud with joy. So, this is how they felt in Haggai. Okay, I'm going to go back to Haggai. So when he asked that question, I'm just showing you what they did. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drop down to 5 to save some time. Because this is going to have to be a 2-part series, because I'll show you why the churches are suffering. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on in modern day time. And you compare them to churches and the temples here. According to the word that I covenanted with you when ye came out of Egypt, so my spirit remain among you. Fear ye not. So the Most High don't forget a covenant. The covenant was when he brought them out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Until present day, if you keeping the covenant. Because of many institutions today, you ain't gotta keep none of the law. You know, we ain't gotta keep all 10 commandments, because some of them don't even do the Sabbath day. So, you know, and then the cold thing about it says remember the Sabbath day, because he knew people was gonna forget it. He said remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Constantine done came in there with a whole nother spin. The devil always mimicking. Ashatan, or the devil always mimicking what the Most High do. The Most High got the 7th day. The devil wants the first day. Sunday is the first day. The 7th day is the second. Look on the calendar. On the left hand side gonna be Sunday. On the right hand side gonna be what's on there Saturday, or the Sabbath. So straight up, he gonna always do opposite. You know, and we had a ruler, Constantine, change times, and I'm gonna show you. This is why the earth gonna be destroyed a little later. This is why the earth gonna be destroyed, because they thought to change times. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand what they giving worship to. Yeah, you going out of tradition because you always went on Sunday because your grandparents always. Was it right or was it wrong? Somebody got to make a wrong right to get out of the spiral. If not, everybody gonna stay in the same spiral. But the covenant is still going. And he said, fear not. So we ain't fearing them. It says, for thus saith Yah of hosts. So this is the Most High speaking. You know what I'm saying? This is not Haggai. This is the Most High. Yah Sabaoth, as in Hebrew, or Adonai Sabaoth. Okay, Lord of hosts in Hebrew. It says, yet once, it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. You see, the thing about it is the Most High for to turn this place out. You know what? We about to enter the great tribulation. Ain't nobody getting raptured. Mr. John Darby, I done got many times I spoke on this guy that fathered this rapture doctrine, this rapture theory. Ain't no church members getting raptured and gonna be sitting in heaven while the great tribulation is going on. Now, everybody say they marked the perfect man, Yeshua, or some of y'all know as Jesus. And he said, I pray that you take them not out of tribulation. Now, we're going to go against that. And we're going to try to misunderstand some Paul, thinking we know him was Shaul in the Hebrew, but Paul, y'all know him as Paul. You know, it said in Thessalonians, and we're going to take that out of context. It's only 2 resurrections. One happened at the coming of the Messiah, the Hamashiach, and the other one is after 1,000 years after his reign. And then he returns it back to the Father. The Son returns the kingdom back to the Father. Let's get it. You know, if I said all the short, wrong one. If I said all the short, I keep, my bad. So everybody want to talk about this, like the churches. It doesn't say nowhere in this verse. So this is going to dispel this. The Most High, I'm just going with however the Most High is rolling with me. I got some scriptures. I don't know how all this going to work. I got some evidence here. I don't know how it's going to be worked. But we right now, I didn't have this one, but I'm going to talk about it. So, we're dealing here with 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And notice they ain't going to say that the church is gone nowhere, because they ain't going nowhere. They're going to be right down here with everybody else going to lose their faith, being taught some bad doctrine. And it tells you right here. And look at the context of what's being said. It says, now I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, because we got to go in our physical, not our physical, our spiritual body. This flesh is enmity. This flesh got to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Neither do it corruption inherit incorruption. You know what I'm saying? Behold, I show you a mystery, which not all sleep, meaning dead. I can show you that, meaning dead, who shall all be changed. Let's get the strong number. Because remember, this is a term that they use, and one of the disciples didn't know that Yahushua was calling to die. You know what I'm saying? You see this? You see this right here? You see this Greek word right here? Look at C. To put to sleep, i.e. passively, or to slumber, figuratively, to decrease, sleep, be dead. See, this Greek word can also mean be dead. This is the context of what he's talking about. He just, in verse 50, he just told you flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. So it means you got to die. Okay? Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all be asleep. We shall not all be dead. But we shall all be changed, meaning into your glorified body. The spirit comes out of this body, the true you and me. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. Somebody show me the church anywhere in this. It's going to be raptured from this scripture. Somebody need to, I'm going to be nice. I was about to say something about Mr. Darby. I will put it. If you look at a couple of videos ago, I had his picture up. Somebody need to, I don't know. I'm just leaving it alone. It says, in a moment, I hate people that give out bad information. You know what I'm saying? That can mess up somebody's belief system. You know what I'm saying? In a moment and in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, when we talking about in Revelation, for the trump shall sound, and the dead, see how when he was talking about those that sleep, now it's referring to the true term. And the dead shall rise incorruptible. They shall rise, okay, because they're in Sheol, in the center of the earth, in another place. What also is called paradise. Okay, it's divided, the good and the bad. Everybody that lived here and passed on go to that place, good or bad, but they're divided. Okay, you can read about this in Acts chapter 2 when they asked Peter where David was, and Peter gave this term. Okay, and he's waiting on the coming of the Hamashiach, of the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in heaven. Everybody, you got preachers sit up there and preach you in the heaven. He in heaven looking down right now. Know that breath, because you got to realize that man is a three-part being: flesh, soul, and spirit. Okay, the difference is, this is Genesis 2:6 or 2:9. He said, "Let us make man in our own image." Let us make man in our own image, and it tell you that the Most High breathed into man's nostril, and man became a living soul. He formed him out of the dust of the ground, meaning this physical body that you see. This is why I got to go back, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It got to go back to the earth. Can't go to heaven, a spiritual place. It's not that he's even going to heaven. It's just the next realm, the next kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And it says he breathed into man, which that's the spirit of the Father. That's the breath of the Father. It gives us life. As long as we're breathing, we are alive. Upon death, that breath goes back to the Creator. But what stays is, it says, and man became a living soul. The soul part is what's called the nefesh. That goes into the underworld. Okay? That's why all the people that have passed that, the underworld. Okay? 100. Ain't nobody in heaven. I could show you a scripture in the Bible where Yeshua said it's just me and the Father. You know what I'm saying? I can show you contradiction. But the breath of that person, meaning the life force that the Most High gave, the actual breath from the Creator, goes back to the Father. Absent from the body and present with the Lord. That breath, that ruach in Hebrew. Okay. See, people don't study these scriptures in Hebrew, and then they be trying to get some stuff and thinking they understanding something, don't know nothing. Got a degree in garbage. You know what I'm saying? You need to put it on the back of the truck and bring it to the landfill with the knowledge. Straight up. They shouldn't even charge them nothing. You know what I'm saying? For bringing it down. It's all to do it for free. Garbage. Okay? And at the last trump, it tell you that the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. The one that's alive going to automatically change into their body. For this is the for the corruptible must put on incorruption. So we in this flesh must put on incorruptible. This mortal must put on immortality. And when you read it down, nowhere all the way to 58. All the way to 58 says that that the church is going to be raptured. Nowhere in there. Nowhere. Nowhere in there says that. And I want y'all to take y'all time and look at it. Hold on. Nowhere in it. But anyway, let's go and go back, because I don't want to get too much. There was something else I was supposed to show, but we don't get that. If I remember it, we'll come back to it. So we teaching all this doctrine, and the Most High is saying, man, look here. For thus said Yah of hosts, thus said Yah Sabaoth, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. See, the Most High is gonna expel all this foolishness that's out here. It's already, people are coming into knowledge now. It's already being showed false. You know, because everybody's gonna have a chance at the truth. You know, this bad doctrine and all this type of stuff, you know, it's gonna get exposed. And all these people up here, this fake religion and all this, You know, we got preachers out here. Let me find it. This man right here. He got a preacher right here. Christopher Smith. This preacher done sodomized a child. This is a pastor in Georgia. He committed suicide. They adjourned because they was having trial and they went to lunch break for his trial. He went and killed himself. But he was in there for sodomizing a child, raping a child, period. You know what I'm saying? Georgia pastor dies by suicide while on trial with multiple sex offense charges. You know what I'm saying? And he done sodomized somebody. Nah. We know what the Bible say in Leviticus about that. I don't have to keep going about that. We know that's a no-no according to the law. But he's a pastor. See, we got to get these type of people up out of here. You know what I'm saying? These people right here is why people don't want to come to church. These people right here, because people know these guys and they know how they get down. Who want to come to a church and that's your pastor? And you know this guy. You know what he capable of. This is why a lot of places are suffering. Because people, they tired of the lies and everything. You know, the Most High is shaking up this earth. You look at Kanye. See, everybody wanna look at Kanye, you know, in a bad way, and they wanna. Man, I got all kind of stuff over here. Let's go ahead and get some of this out the way, so I gotta remember to come back to it. Now, I'm gonna get back to Kanye. Now, this was reported. Blow it up a little bit bigger so people can see. Now, they had a Halloween stampede. These people out here celebrating Halloween. It wasn't even Halloween. But they out here selling Halloween, celebrating Halloween. Day of the Dead. At least 146 people died in the crowd surge, meaning they got stampeded. You see what this world, why the Most High getting ready to destroy this thing, get these evil people up out of here? I'm just trying to show you that you can have a pastor that sodomizes people, multiple sex charges. And then you read this article right here. They over here selling Halloween. Ain't nothing in the Bible say celebrate Halloween. Yet they gonna be doing trunk or treat and trying to give the kids something like that in church. Come on, man. You supposed to be. You know what? Kodesh mean? You know what I'm saying? A holy means in Hebrew or in English, holy. It means to be separate for a holy purpose. Separated. You supposed to be separate from the world. But yet we trying to give the people of the world. And then here's another brother. And I'm gonna go ahead and get him. But I believe Kanye done started something. Now we got Brooklyn Nets. Now they just got a new fan with me. I love my Rockets, don't get me wrong. But this Kyrie Irving guy, I know he's an Israelite, I'm gonna support him the whole way. Look for me to get a Brooklyn Net Kyrie Irving joint. You know what I'm saying? Period. For promoting anti-Semitic film known for extremists. Content refers to European Jews as the synagogue of Satan. Now, he watched this documentary. I have seen this documentary. This is the young man. Y'all pray for him. You know what? They try to fit the narrative, you know, all the time. And I'm not gonna say their names so I don't get this video messed up. But he watched the film Hebrews to Negroes. And you know what? The true people of the Most High are the original Israel. Because I'm going to show you, it's the difference between an Israelite and an Israeli. Israeli just means somebody that's living there, not occupying Israel now. But these people don't have biblical, and we're going to prove it today a little bit. And it's not to chastise, not to bring somebody down, but truth got to be the truth. Just like the Most High for to shake up the heavens. You know, we've been told a whole lot of stuff, and a lot of us as people of color or what's known as black people, we don't even know. We think the only person in the Bible black is the guy that helped carry the cross. See, when I was in Christendom, that's all I thought. You know, until I started reading the Bible. You know, Job 30:30, he says, my skin is black upon me. Songs of Solomon 1:5, I am black and comely. And we can just keep going on and on and on of the identity of the people. And look at Israel, it's in northern Africa. It touches the northern plate of Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no scholar gonna debate you that he was white. Period. It's not to throw no shade at nobody. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But this man, it's not an First of all, we Shemitic. We're from the tribe of Shem. You understand what I'm saying? You had Ham, the father of the Africans, which are the Ethiopians, which is the Libyans, which is the 4 families: Egyptians, and I'm missing one. Ethiopians, Egyptians, the Libyans, and I'm missing one. But not the Negroes. You can get a Zondervan Bible dictionary, it'll tell you, but not the Negroes, okay? Period. The Negroes are a different breed of people. You understand what I'm saying? They have a different father, is what I'm saying. Okay? They come from Ham. Okay? Africans descended from Ham. We didn't come from Ham. We came from Shem. I tell you what. You know where the second most skin cancer comes from? You know the nation that leads is second in skin cancer is in Israel? Because those people not designed to be in that sun like that. Yet they're occupying. Now I'm not coming down on them because they converted during the 8th century, 9th century. A lot of them through the Khazarians. You know what I'm saying? They're Khazars. Okay, I know who they are. I know who Edom is. I know these particular things because I studied these different things. And it's not to throw no shade. You know what? He's a Shemite. And he acknowledged Yahweh. I watched the interview of him today touching this, and he acknowledged Yahweh. So I'm going to tell y'all Israelites out there, y'all better get on board with this guy. And get on, and I know a lot of y'all don't want to get on board with Kanye, but Kanye is on a higher level thinking than most people because we want to go with the narrative of CNN. Let me tell you something. When I was deployed and they had those news outlets out there with us when I was in Bosnia, for instance, just Bosnia. He wasn't reporting correct news, and we asked him about that. He said that doesn't make good news. That doesn't make news. You know what I'm saying? When we asked him about it, why are you not telling like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? They don't have to tell you the truth. They always say that you believe what CNN say and them jacked up polls. You got to be kidding me. You'll believe anything. Hey man, for $1 million I could sell you this bridge in Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? But he watched it. And he shared a link to Twitter of the film and was encouraging some of you non-woke Israelites to watch it, to know that you're not Negroes, a lot of you, that you are a part of the nation of Israel. Okay? Because when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, after verse 15, and you read in there about you won't be able to, Israel wouldn't be able to get over their taskmaster, that your taskmaster will sleep with your wife, sell your children, all those things happen. Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord shall bring you, and Yah shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. We're the only people left from the continent of Africa on ships. They didn't leave. It ain't talking about Hitler. And the Lord shall bring you into and the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. By the way I spake unto thee, that you shall see it no more, you know what I mean, in your homeland. And you shall be sold to your enemies as bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, or no man shall redeem you. You know, straight up. That's the bottom line. You know, ain't no other people that left the continent of Africa on ships, sold as a slave man and a slave woman. And no man shall buy you. No man gonna redeem us out of that situation. And they're free people. If they was back in the land, they're free people. They don't go with those curses. But anyway, you know, they dealt with Hitler. And what happened to him was atrocious. But it was also regular people that was included in that number with the Holocaust. But anybody that was a part of the Holocaust, that was horrible. I'm going to first and foremost say that. But I'm going to say this. During the transatlantic slave trade, they're saying over 90 million blacks died in transit. That's a Holocaust. And before that, it was called the sub-Saharan slave trade. And I think the numbers is like 80 to 70 million people died in that. Look those two slave trades up and see what's called Negroes today, what happened to them. Nobody talking about them things. Those things are horrible. This nation has not formally apologized for slavery. But anytime somebody say something about a group of people, because they do control. I got what Kanye was saying. They do control a lot of things, and they can cut your money off a certain way and all that. I got what he was saying. Because they have been stiff-arming them in the fashion industry for a while. See, I've been watching Kanye a while, and I know what he's been trying to do. But it's funny how they want to get him out of Adidas, but they steady making the shoes. You know what I'm saying? They steady making the merchandise. Man, we leave and take our trillion something dollars of money we spend every year away from this construct will be done. If we don't spend money for 2 days, we can cripple this place. I guarantee you they'll apologize if black can get on one accord then. See, we got to get out that mind frame of thinking that you made it. You ain't free yet. Most people, you free until the next pay period. Man, be real. You know what I'm saying? Majority of us is not free. I'm not speaking for all. But, you know, they're going to try to go after this man. Because he's an Israelite. And he spoke up. And yes, and he explained he ain't got no problem with no people. Like, I ain't got no problem with people. You know what? You keep this Torah, I ain't got no problem with you. But I know one thing, though. I know at the end of it, and he didn't necessarily come out and say that they was the synagogue of Satan. But we going to know who going to be the synagogue of Satan for all this wraps up. See, I know who Edom is. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Edom. We're going to get into some stuff. We're going to shake up like he said. And here we go. Who are the Edomites today? Now let's look. This is the article. Alright. Find out who is Esau today. Okay. Birth of Esau. We are first introduced to Esau through his father Isaac. Okay. According to the story, Esau came out red and hairy, which his twin brother Jacob, meaning Israel, came out like a normal baby, which would be of color. Okay? We're talking Africa here. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment, which is Genesis 25, verse 25 and 26. And they called his name Esau, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold to Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bore them. In Hebrew culture, the lineage is traced through the father, right? We know that Abraham was a Hebrew. Therefore, his son Isaac was a Hebrew. So were Isaac's sons, Jacob and Esau. Inconsistency. Let's look at inconsistency number one. Let me blow this up a little bit. Inconsistency number one, twin brothers. Those that take the position Israel was black and Esau origin of today's white people need to explain why they believe that the two twins of different races born of Rebecca, who only had been sexually intimate with Isaac. We're not talking about the albino twin, but according to the theory that Esau was white. Okay, let's see. Jacob and his secondary question: who are Jacob and Esau born of two different races? Now, some people gonna speculate that. Okay, but it's inconsistent, and it says those that believe that Esau is today's white people are victims of false belief, and the words red and ruddy refer to white skin. Those that they use this to evidence to support their claim. However, in-depth research on ruddy in the Bible reveals that ruddy is used in Scripture to describe various shades of brown. So, various shades of brown. Like my hair is red by birth. Okay, it's considered ruddy. Okay, but it's like different shades of brown. Now, Esau also married a Hittite woman, which is from he had two wives, and they were Hamites, meaning Africans. So this is where it is today. Okay, this is one belief. This is where it comes today, because I try to give people, all sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the biography of Esau. Esau, full name, date of birth between 1900 BC and 1400 BC. Year of death 1800 BC to 1300 BC. Trade of life, he was 147 years old. Birthplace, Israel. Father's name, Isaac. Grandfather, Abraham. Mother's name, Rebecca. Wife, Judith. Nationality, Israeli. Okay, and they even show you who he was killed by. Okay. They're showing you some different names. And this is a good family. This is a good, it's on YouTube. Who is Edom today? Now watch this. This is a good, very good, he brings a whole lot of books and shows you in the books of research who is Esau today. Okay, and he's going to identify them with Rome. Okay, he's going to show you. I'm just showing you where to look so you can start doing your own independent research. Okay, just clicking through some of this I saved so y'all can okay, this is something else I have. Okay. Myth or fact? This is the Jewish News Syndicate. And I'm going to leave it right here. Myth. Are today's Jews the descendants of ancient Israelites? Okay, no serious person can claim the Jews never lived in the land of Israel, though some still try. Okay, Many opponents of Israel tried to disconnect the Jewish people's long-standing relationship in the land of Israel as a way of del- what is this? Delegitimizing Zionism and the modern state of Israel. They claim that the Jewish people today are not descended from the ancient Hebrews or Israelites, thus try to weaken the case for Zionism and reestablish the Jewish sovereignty is a ancestral homeland. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Now I'm showing you different. I'm trying to wait till my computer finish buffering. See, we getting to something. Okay, it's unfinished. Well, still buffering. Okay, maybe we done with the buffering. Now, read this article, and you form who you think who you think Edom is today. But I'm gonna say this first and foremost: the Israelites are people of color. Now I try to give you stuff on their side, a Jewish person's side, where they coming from, versus the opposite opinion. But when you go back and you look at pictures, ancient pictures, and you go back, I'm gonna show you some history, because we was more than the only black person in the Bible was a man who carried the cross. You know, we told some mess like that. First of all, Israel, I'm gonna get an atlas. I'm gonna first try to show you some pictures of ancient Israelites. You tell me what they are. But see, I don't want to get this video flagged. I'm gonna give you, but I am gonna be fair and balanced. I'm gonna show you both sides of the argument. Here we go. Now this is the 18th dynasty of Thebes, showing the agricultural people. You know, the Israelites working. You look at that. I'm trying to hold that up and you can see. What color are these people? They got white paint, so come with that. Yes. Now this is over 1,000 years before Jesus came to this earth, or some of y'all know it's Yeshua. What color were the Israelites? Because you can see them out there working, and you can distinguish the Egyptians on those carts, those chariots, or the taskmasters. All right. We see them working in the field. Look at that. I hope that you can see. I can't tell if you see or not. Now this is 1450 BC, making bricks. This is Israelites. This is Israelites. So you tell me what they was. But I'm gonna show you some more history. Way more than that. I got plenty of books way more than that. I'm not here to debate who were the Israelites. But you look at King James here. This is a real picture of King James, not whited out. Let's get another picture of. You see this? This is King James right here. This is a black man. We have a King James authorized version. This is his grandmother. So we have a King James version of the Bible, and some of you so-called blacks don't even know. This is Queen Charlotte Sophia. See, we were the original dukes and kings during the Dark Ages. Nobody in history never want to talk about the Dark Ages. This is a book called Nature Knows No Color Line. Let's get some of them raw crest so you can see other Negroes' coat of arms. See what they originally looked like? We got plenty of them, ain't just one. We got plenty of them in this book. Now this Negro is from ancient Greece. We can go on and on and on. Negroes in Rome. Alright? Not saying that they Bible, but I'm just showing you the history of where we come from. We were kings, and we still are. Look at these raw crests. We got more lineage. Look at all these coat of arms of these families. We are all what they call Negroes. You see that? And it can go on and on and on. But yes, it's time to shake up some of that. Some of y'all told you Christian, but you know what? You got some bad teachers don't even know that you Israelites. And when the Most High come back to this earth, I'm gonna show you who He for to come and get. We gonna know the real between fake then. It ain't gonna be hard to figure out who's who. But I'm gonna tell you, I know that the Israelites are people of color. Of color. I got too many books I can show you. We can be on this thing for hours. But I was giving y'all this one right here. Let's see where it's at. This is I can't play it because I don't have the rights and stuff, and I don't want to. I showed it earlier. Yeah, this one right here. Who is Esau Edom today? And he gonna show you in here. And we gonna get to the bottom line, but you can tell right here. Alright. I ain't saying all white people. I'm gonna say this. It's a certain nationality of people. Not all white people are Edom. I'm gonna say that. Now some will go that far to say all white people eat them. No, not all white people are Edom. My opinion. Okay. My humble opinion. Now, because it is different genealogies in there. I'm gonna say that. Italians are different than somebody from Spain. Some of them Italians pretty dark, right? We know the Moors been through that, right? Some of those Moors fathered a lot of children in Sicily, right there next to Italy. They ain't tan for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So, let's go back to I'm gonna shake up. So, by this man Kyrie Irving and Kanye coming out there trying to tell you, like, hey man, he watched that movie. Why don't you watch Negroes, Hebrews to Negroes, and then see, and let him show his evidence, and see if this man did something wrong. He just put out information. He's an Israelite. There's nothing wrong saying you're an Israelite. Let me tell you something. I'm not Jewish. Jewish means pertaining to be a Jew. Anytime you put ish on something, it means sort of. Like if you say bluish, that means it's sort of blue. It doesn't mean it's true blue. Okay, when you notice most people They don't call themselves Israelites in that land. They call themselves Israelis. Look up the definition for Israeli. It's a person that occupies that place. It doesn't have anything to do with heritage or lineage. Okay, the heritage and lineage, when it says that Yeshua had hair like wool, okay, look at this young man's hair. That's hair like wool. And it even says, and Yeshua said, if you seen me, you seen the Father. Let me give you an example of that. I bet that some people don't even know that the Most High. Let's see. Try to find it real quick. I'm trying to find it because Daniel saw some of the likeness of the Most High. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can find it. Okay, this is Daniel chapter 7 verse 9. I'm just freestyling. We've been freestyling for the majority of this thing. I can't even get to my scripture. I don't know how long this thing might have to be a 4-part series. So we just freestyling. Anyway, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancients of days did sit. Nobody's more ancient than the Creator. Yah. His Son is the first creation that Yah made. Okay, some people say God, whose garment was white as snow, and his hair is like on his head like pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So, you tell me. Look at I'm not saying this brother got nothing to do with God, none of that. I'm just saying this hair. Ain't that like wool? No, Yeshua say, you seen me, you seen the Father. We know that Yeshua was a dark-skinned brother when you read Revelation chapter 1. Okay? I'm telling you where to go look. This was giving him such a hard time looks nothing like that. It's what I'm saying. And no, you don't have mastery over. You want to talk about a Holocaust? What happened is horrible. I'll say it again. It was horrible that happened to the Jews and non-Jews that were in them camps. And also, in addition, we lost way more in the transatlantic slave trade and the sub-Saharan slave trade. That was bad. America never apologized to us for that. But I know how you can make them apologize. Just stop spending money. Just stop spending money. These presidents, let me tell you something. Especially this one in office. I know a lot of people now got revised remorse. This man can't even do he ain't come out in the public holler and be questioned holler that much anymore. Everybody know this man way past his time. Horrible. Look how much inflation is right now. This man signing this digital bill currency in the law, the executive order. Got it right here if y'all want to look it up. I'm not saying this. It's just preparing the stage. It's just preparing the stage for and Congress is helping. It's just preparing the stage to get you closer. They want to get that digital dollar. They're getting you close to the mark of the beast. And this joker is the one that signed the executive order. It's the one that signed it. Here goes some more articles. You see, that's why I said that. Gene analysis showed 2/5 of Ashkenazi Jews are descended from 4 women. These people, you read these articles, man. Go and do your research. I'm inviting you to do some research. But I'm gonna tell you some of the best. Go look at 13 Tribes. Somebody gave me a look up. Somebody gave me a look out to somebody. Gave me a look away. But I do got it. I gave it away to someone. We got it right now. 13 Tribe. Arthur Kessler. You know what I'm saying? He said it got to be a 13 tribe because we ain't part of the 12 tribe. So this was one of their best Jewish scholars said that. Not somebody said that about them. They're not debating, but I'm trying to let you know. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because I know a lot of y'all watch this video. Y'all don't even know who y'all are. Y'all being told some bull in these churches, but we getting ready to see who the Most High for to come and get. We're going to get back to the lesson. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the Most High coming to get a people. It doesn't say anything about a church, and everybody want to say that they saved. That's another thing taught. Nah, I'm going to say, let me tell you something. You can lose your, a lot of the different organizations, I ain't going to single one out. They say once saved, always saved. No, that is a lie. You know what? You can start out good and you can end bad. You can turn to Satan, and ain't nothing you gonna do to change the deal. Because let's see very clearly what the scripture says about being saved. But this is Matthew 24:13. But he that endureth until the end, that same shall be saved. To the end, to when you close your eyes, that's the end of it. For good, that's the end of it. Because you can mess up before then. Ain't no such monkey. We got to quit teaching all this false doctrine. Yeah, you can come up short. But I got one more thing so I can clear out my screen and get back to the Bible. But this book right here is by Cambridge University. It's been fact checked. It's been 100% no whited out pictures. This is King James. This is from Cambridge University studies. Okay, he was the sixth king of Scotland. He sat on 3 thrones, a black man. When you get this, he didn't translate the Bible. He authorized it to be translated. And as many things said about this man aren't true because they love to stain a black or so-called black man. But he was an Israelite. Read the preface of the King James Version Bible, because he knew the Roman Catholic Church they couldn't touch him because he had so much power as long as he lived, but they killed his children. Go back and see what Rome done. Go back and see look up the Reformation. Look how many millions of people that the Roman Catholic Church have offed. When I say millions upon millions, they done that, but they couldn't touch it as long as he was alive. He was the first king of Britain, of England, 6th king of Scotland, and he was the king of Spain. He sat on 3 thrones at one time, a black man. Okay, I'm trying to show this little history for people that don't know who they are. Okay, that's enough of that. We're going to get back to the Bible. And for the record, like I said, at the end of the day, the Israelites are people of color. Not to be confused with what you're seeing today. And they don't have to like it, they don't have to love it, but I can go on and on and on and show you pictures 1,000 years or so of Israelites black, painted black. And we can go to the early church and we can go look at Russia at them church and see what color they painted them. I tell you what, I can pull up pictures of the Pope bowing down to the Black Madonna. I bet you I can. Several popes. Somebody need to ask that question, why? Somebody need to ask that question, why? See, I'm gonna shake up your mind and your reasoning if you don't know. Oh, I don't want to show no video. Let's just get an image. That's in Nigeria. Ain't this the current one? I better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Here go another one, Pope John Paul. Look at it. I'm done with that. Back to the script. I hope this little brief, and I do mean brief, history was to wake somebody up. And go ask your pastors about this, because we can get the scriptures and show you that they're off color. I can show you from scripture. I don't have to show you, but history is history. As long as they line up with the Bible, we good. But the Most High said that He's gonna shake up the heavens and the earth. Let's go back. Go back to Haggai. He said He's gonna shake up. He's gonna shake this thing up. I hope I shook up some of y'all mind to where it'll spin and you can think about what's at 2 and 6. For thus saith Yah Sabaoth, yet once it is a little while I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. Now let's see what kind of shaking He gonna do. Let's get some New Testament up in there. I know y'all boys been waiting on me to get to the New Testament. Some of y'all, that's all y'all want to do. You ain't want to look at the Old Testament. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 12. But ye are come unto Mount Zion, and unto the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of angels, the great assembly of the church of the firstborn, which is in heaven. Firstborn is Yahushua, and the God and judge of all, and to the spirits of the just men made perfect, and Jesus the mediator of the new covenant, and to the blood sprinkling that speaketh better things than Abel. Okay, he gonna refuse. Okay, now you read it down. The believers are the unshakable, kingdom. But let's see who He gonna shake up. Cause you can go all the way to 29. I want y'all to read the 29, but I wasted. I ain't gonna say I lost a lot of time, and I wanna get a little bit more scriptures up in here, so I'm not gonna cut that one short. Okay, Malachi 4:1. I read this a couple weeks ago. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. The Most High got a date that he gonna deal with all men and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. See, the Most High got a day for that. He for to shake up the heavens and the earth. And I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't repenting for some sins, you haven't got your life together, it's gonna be bad. And you proud, and you doing wickedly, you ain't keeping them commandments, you ain't keeping them Sabbaths, you ain't keeping them feast days, you ain't keeping that dietary law, you ain't keeping none of them, hardly none of them laws, them 613 laws in the Old Testament, and those 1,050 laws in the New Testament. Guess what? It's gonna be stubborn. And that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yah Sabaoth, Lord of hosts. Okay, that he shall leave them neither root or branch. See, the root is up under the ground. See, as long as you can knock the branches off the root, you can come back. But when you destroy something to the root, he got that real Roundup, Jack. Roundup known to kill something to the root. Ain't no coming back, in other words. You know what I'm saying? But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow as calves in the stall. See, you on the right side of the law, guess what? You're going to grow like calves in the stall. But you know what? When them calves in the stall come out, and they got that stampede going, let's see what they're going to do. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In that day I shall do this, saith Yah Sabaoth. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's see some more of that action real quick. Let's get some more of that action. Let's see. Let's get some more of that action. Let me show you. Let me jump to Yoel or Joel, as y'all know. It say they're gonna grow up and they're gonna be like cows in the stall. Now let's see who he gonna bring back to captivity. But this time he gonna bring them back home. He ain't talking about bringing them into another captivity. The nations shall be judged. So all the nations that sitting up here lying on us, giving us a hard time, and stepping on our neck, guess what? You got a day coming. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, so his people and Jerusalem, I will gather all nations and bring them into the valley of Jehoshaphat. See, that's the reason why the Nile is drying up, because they're gonna come across that into battle. You know, that's the reason why the Nile River is drying up. And I will plead with them there for my people, and for my heritage, Israel. Now this is a future event. This is the battle of Armageddon. Before it's happening, this is getting ready. He ain't saying nothing about bringing no church. For my people, Israel. No, it ain't going to be sitting in no heaven on. This is no John Darby. I got a video that can bust it up. And we read one of the scriptures, 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Nowhere in there did it say anything about the church is being raptured. Did he say something about that? I didn't see it. I'll pull it back up there and hold it up there for a second. There it goes. Did you see anything up here? Say that the church is going to be raptured. I didn't think y'all saw that. Okay, anywhere in this chapter, don't say that. Okay, now, let's go back. Let's talk about these people. And they have cast lots for my people. We know that when we go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, they sold people children and broken up families. Cast lots, had auctions. In other words, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Look at them. They got good teeth. Blah this, blah this. Breed us like cattle. Huh? And somebody ought to be apologizing for that. But they worry about anti-Semitism comments. Well, let me tell you, we Shemites. Somebody look up Shemite and Semitism and Shemite. Look at the difference. We Shemites. We the real deal when it comes to certain things. I'm gonna say that. Okay? I'm not saying that they not a part of this nation when they keep the law, statutes, and commandments, but they don't own Holocaust. Because what did happen there was bad. And what happened to so-called African Americans or Hebrews were bad too. What I'm saying. They have cast lots for my people. Show me that. Did Hitler do that? I can show you plenty of documentation that you see pictures of that happening to us. And have given a boy for a harlot. They breeded him. I can show you the plantation. I can show a man that fathered over 100 children on the plantation and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. This is why a lot of men, just in their spirit, they passing it through the DNA. Because they was breeded like cattle. They don't even know how to be with one woman. And that's true. And you think you're gonna get out of here? Yeah, for one, we ain't even apologize as a nation for what we done. At least to them, they apologize. They show you every year. But somebody need to be reminding about us. But let's look at these two African nations. Tyre and Zidon is African nations, y'all. They're along the coast of. When you go look at the maps of Israel, they're right there by the sea. It says, "Yea, they that have do, yea, and what have ye do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly will I return your recompense upon your head." Meaning you're not going to get out of what I'm going to do to you for my people. Notice they don't say church, my people. Because ye have taken my silver, my gold, and have carried into your temple my goodly and pleasant things. You know how much stuff is under the Vatican and all over the world of our things? The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold to the Grecians, meaning the Greeks. And ye might remove them far away from their border. We ain't in Africa no more. We're in Israel. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them. Transatlantic slave trade. Man, I'm trying to talk to somebody. We're going to shake somebody's mind up today. And I will return your recompense upon your head. Do you know that the Most High is going to... Here we go. Verse 8. Let's see what the Most High going to do. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. For the Lord has spoken. So Yah has spoken. You know that they got that coming? Just like they sold ours. Proclaim ye among the Gentiles. Gentiles is somebody that's a non-Jew. I'm an Israelite. All the way, baby. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. So to the non-Jews. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of heaven, all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. So will I sit and judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle of the harvest. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full and the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. And it says, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. It tell you that the sun is gonna, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And that's how you know that it's about to go down. And let's see what's gonna happen to Edom. I'm gonna jump down to 19 because I'm trying to save time. So find out who Edom is, the red person. Okay, because the Bible don't call people white, and the Bible don't call people black. It just compares. He say my skin is black upon me, but it don't call black people in the Bible. Or neither does it call white people, but it does call them Edom, which is red. White people really are not white. This paper is white. Okay, and like I told you, my study of it, not all white people either. So, but some are. I'm gonna say that. Now I gave you different arguments earlier. I want you to do your research, cause and I steered you in the right direction. When you watch the right video and you start doing the research, you're gonna know who's who. It says, Egypt shall be left. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom. Okay, the red man here shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, meaning you Israelite and Jerusalem, from generation to generation. Okay, I don't see nothing about nothing. Say no churches. None of that right there. Say nothing about that. Let's get Isaiah. Help her to wake up and know who the Most High get ready to come get her people. And I know I'm gonna hurt some hearts here, because I'm gonna go to the New Testament and show you who Jesus came from. Let me set this one up for you. What I said, Isaiah 20. Oh. Let me set this one up real quick. So I'm really just floating. It's gonna be a long video, y'all, but we ain't gonna get all of it. We can get to some juicy part. We're not even gonna worry about this because this is not that detrimental. I'm trying to get to, but let's show something real quick. Let's see who. The genealogy, Matthew 1:1, the book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Now let's bring it down his family line. Let's go all the way down here to 21. Let's go to Miriam, his mother. Let's get it. Okay, and she shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Jesus, and he shall save his people from their sins. His people. Didn't he say, I come not but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel? You know what I'm saying? He came for a people. And yes, it does make a difference. It does make a difference of nationality. Yeah. Paul didn't. Let's get Paul. Romans 3:1. What advantage have a Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way, chiefly, meaning yes, it's very important, because that unto them were committed the oracles of God. So what if some do not believe that what's being said here? Shall their unbelief make them faith of God without effect? God forbid. Let God be true and every man a liar, as it is written. The mightiest be justified in the sins of the mightiest overcome thou that thou art judged. So it's very important. It's very important. So people in all their nationality don't eat love. Let me tell you something. Let me find that scripture. Watch this. The only man that no, watch this. Yeah, Romans 9:13. Let's get it. Romans 9. Let's see. God say He hates somebody. Let's see who God hates, because it's very clear. He said in Malachi too. For as Jacob, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. See, Esau really gonna have some destruction coming for his hands of what he done to Jacob in these last days and time. The Most High is not playing, and He gonna set the record straight. See that movie Teal, like that lady, come out that lady, she ain't she admitted that she was basically wrong about that. Let's see. Is she lied? And until Emmett Till was beaten like that. But did you know something gonna be done about that? Most High getting ready to shake this thing up. Sinners is getting ready to be killed out this place. Like the scripture said. Isaiah, Yeshayahu 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, all that therein, the world, and all things come forth of it. For the indignation of Yah is upon all nations, and His fury upon their armies, and He shall utterly destroy them, and He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved. So all the angels coming out when this happens. You're going to come out and whoop some tail. All this wickedness is getting ready to be done. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to, unrepentant sin going to hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the host and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the host shall fall down, and the leaf as a leaf falleth from the vine, as a fallen fig tree, as the fallen fig from the fig tree. For by my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Adumia, upon the people of my curse to judgment. Now let's see where Adumia is at. What's going on? So he said, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. And then he talking bad about this Adumia. Who? I don't even know where that's at. Let's see where it's at.
Strong's H 123.
Who is loud?
Edom.
Descendants upon Esau. See what I'm saying? Descendants upon Esau. Uh-oh. Esau, you gonna have a bad thing. You better quit picking on Kyrie Irving, Kanye West. Boy, your money ain't gonna get you out of this one when it's time. All these governments around the world are supporting this and ain't sorry for what happened. Well, you got it to pay. They building armies to sit there and try to fight this. What's gonna come? But they ain't gonna mess with it all. It said all the host of heaven shall be dissolved. Meaning they all for the clear out heaven and come down here and put a whooping, put the mac down, a slap down. And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down like a fig, right? And he bathed his sword. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5. And the sword of the Lord is full of blood. It is made fat with fatness, and all the blood of the lambs and goats with the fat of the kidneys of the rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah. That's the capital city of Edom. And the great slaughter in the land of Idumea. The unicorns, ain't talking about no real unicorn. Let me show y'all that a unicorn is a wild bull. It's a extinct wild bull. Okay. And I'm just gonna plug it right. And the wild bulls shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked in blood, and the dust shall be made fat with fatness. For the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of the recompenses, and the controversy of Zion, because Most High is gonna have vengeance, and He got a day He gonna recompense this earth for the misjustices of what's going on and the controversies that's around His people Zion. And you just read all the way down, because I'm not gonna put it. Boy, man, let's go. Let's get 17 at least. And He have cast the lot for them, and His hand have divided it unto them by the line, and they shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell safely. Most High gonna cast a lot, but we ain't gonna have to worry about it, because we're gonna be in safety forever. Let's see a little bit of what some of them gonna do. And I'm almost done. This is the last verse. I'm only gonna use this one verse that I plan on using. Let's get this Isaiah 49. We're gonna have a good breaking off, boy. Let's see what everybody gonna be doing, because we got multiple. This is a promise to Zion, the Most High's people. Isaiah 49:14. But Zion said, the Lord have forsaken me. We feel like that because we downtrodden, destitute as a people. You know what I'm saying? Going through all this madness. And then anytime you go to somebody you got to go to, man, y'all pray for Kanye. Y'all sitting up here thinking that it's a game. This man putting it to stuff he's saying. And this man became a billionaire. You can say all you want to, but where the multi-billionaires at that ain't crazy, that's done made it, if that's the case. Which one of y'all made multi-billion dollars? He can't be that crazy. All right, we need to quit soaking up and just getting in on people and taking another Israelite down and jumping. If anything, y'all pray for them if y'all don't agree with it. Quit that showing that display of taking down. Get out that slave mentality conduct. Man, promote your people. But let's see. That's what we feel like man, these people getting away with everything. And my Lord have forsaken me. Can a woman forget her suckling child? Most I saying, can a woman forget the child that she breastfeeds? She ain't gonna ever forget that. And that she should have no compassion for the son of her womb. Mama gonna love you when nobody love you. Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. See, the Most High ain't forgot what He promised Abraham, Yisrael, and Yaquab, Jacob. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands, and the walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, and the destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thy eyes round about, and behold all these that gather themselves together and come to thee. As I live, saith Yah, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, and with ornament, and bind them on thee as the bride doeth. For the waste and the desolate places And the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of inheritance, and they shall swallow thee up and be far away. But I'm gonna jump down. Then I'm gonna get to the juicy part. Let's go to the Gentiles. Let's see what the Gentiles gonna be doing. The non-Israelites. Notice it don't say nothing about no churches and none of these scriptures. These Episcopalian and AME. It don't say none of these churches. It's talking about a people. The Most I've been saying a people the whole time. Thus saith the Adonai Elohim. Thus saith the Lord God in English. Okay, Adonai Elohim in Hebrew. Behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles, the non-Jews, right? And set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their own. They're gonna be picking us up on their shoulder. We're gonna be kings, Jack, and queens, Jack. And thy daughter shall be carried upon their shoulders. Oh yeah, man. And they're gonna be doing some work in Isaiah 60, building that kingdom, and we're gonna be telling them where to put everything and what to do and what not to do. Isaiah 14, 1, 2, and 3 is a good place to go to. You know what I'm saying? But it's time for them to kiss them boots. And the kings, the people that's living good right now, this high on the hog, guess what? And the kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They're going to be watching our children. You understand what I'm saying? Children, as they say. Children. Okay, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed of them that wait upon me. Yeah, man. Isaiah, the whole chapter. Let's get that in Revelation, because he was talking to one of the churches. It's the same thing. Because I know what's in the old can't be showed in the new. See if I can. That go that famous scripture got him in trouble. Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come to worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So I'm gonna say this. We're gonna find out who is the synagogue of Satan before it be all said and done. We're gonna know. And that, like that other scripture say, they're gonna bow with their face to the earth. You understand what I'm saying? And I can guarantee it ain't what's in there right now. That's what I'm gonna say. All them gay parades and stuff going on in the land that wasn't allowed to be in the land during their time. Like I say, for now, you can do whatever you want to do. You can marry whoever you want to marry. But it's going to be a day, if you believe in this Bible, that you're going to be judged. Last verse, Isaiah 14, 1, 2, and 3. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Somebody going to be leaving that land over there. And it says that the Most High going to be doing. So Christian TV, stop sending money to send people over there that ain't this. The scriptures say that the Most High going to do it. And that he going to put the spirit up on the people and they going to bring us over there. And they going to do. But it says the Most High going to do it. And the strangers shall be joined with them. So everybody else that ain't Goyim, okay, everybody else is going to join them too, with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They're going to want to be close to them. And the people shall take them and bring them into their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives who captives they were. See how we for the switch this? You understand what I'm saying? That's why they gonna be with their face toward the earth. You understand what I'm saying? And they shall rule up over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. All we had to go through, how we were disenfranchised and all that. You know what I'm saying? And from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So I'm gonna tell you just like this. I'm not gonna argue who's who. I want you to do your research, usually. But I'm gonna give you a hint. Kyrie Irving is 9 times out of 10 from the lineage. Definitely a Hebrew. Definitely an Israelite. This man acknowledged Yahweh. I heard him acknowledge. I saw him on an interview just today acknowledge Yahweh. So guess what? I'm gonna ride with him. You understand what I'm saying? Because that man put his, but the spirit is coming upon a lot of people to start acknowledging who they are in Hollywood. Y'all better start supporting these people. Y'all better start standing with these people. Because you know what? You don't have to be quiet about who you are. And it doesn't, it's bad. Like I said, the Holocaust is bad for what happened to the Jewish people. And some of the non-Jews, many of them was non-Jews that was put over there too. Okay, I'm going to say that too. The social outcasts, we're going to say that. But I want this nation and these people also to realize the transatlantic slave trade Holocaust. And because nobody owns English. See, I fought for this country to be able to have the right to say what you're going to say and do what you're going to do. And nowadays you got certain groups got certain words you can't say, like they can just dominate English like that. And half of them ain't done nothing for this country. Half of them was some Rudy Poots and ain't dropped one piece of blood for this country. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't done nothing. Straight busters. Claiming something. You know what? I went and fought for this nation. I gave up 11 years of my life to be a United States soldier. So I can say I got my on up with this charge behind me right now. So you know what? I can say what I want to say. I bled for this country. You know what? I'm still dealing with stuff that I dealt with in there. And a lot of soldiers are still dealing with certain things that they had to do, all the damage done to your body and some even psychological things. I don't do about the psychological things much anymore, but you know, the things that you go through, you know, for this country. How dare you think that you can own a word and spin it? Yeah, I guess if you control most of the media, you can do that. But I'm praying Kanye just be better off without all them investors, because all they do is make money off of it. But at the end of the day, I want y'all to have a blessed day. Shabbat shalom.